Do you know what? Let's let bygones be bygones and move on to the future. Salutations, my people. This is ARTV. I go by the name of Tay Chaplin, content creator, AV God, Sorcerer Supreme, and this is Bants With Tey. It's been a minute since you saw me, and there are reasons for that I will not give. Would anyone like to explain? All right, we would not like to explain, but I am back, and I watched a movie. The movie was very long, and some might say it was good, some might not agree with me, and we're here to talk about it. That movie is Kemi Adetiba's King of Boys. It's a 3-hour-long thriller Nigerian film about this woman that's trying to transition between being a gangster into being a politician. A story that is not very new in Nigeria. This movie, first of all, if you watch any Nigerian movies or you're a fan of Nigerian movies, you know that Nigerian film, it has part 1, part 2, and part 3, right? This film is part 1, part 2, and part 3, all in one, right? It was very long. I mean, like, it was stupidly long. But the good part about it is that I only slept like once, right? Like one time out of the 3 hours. But the fact is that the movie was actually really good. Now, it starts with Shola Shobowale, and she's having like a birthday party, and she invited all the big politicians, and they're dashing her cash. And then, you know, she just walks inside the other room. There's like a dark room, like smoke and everything like that. You know, and then she's like, Nasco! Nasco! You understand? And the Nasco now shows up. They're not beating somebody. She now snaps Nasco. Bah! Say, Nasco, are we animals? Why are you beating him like this? Are we not friends? And the guy's like, yes, man, we are friends. And then she's like, okay, we're friends. Who sent you to kidnap those people? And then he was like, oh, they're going to kill me. She was like, oh, so you're fearing them, but you're not fearing me. But she was saying this in Yoruba, you know, and you know everything that's said in Yoruba just sounds a lot more violent than it's like it actually is, right? Listen, it was lit, right? And then she literally just reached like to the back of her wrapper, and she just pulled out one hammer. She gave the guy, you understand? And then she just wiped it on her dress. And she turned around. She's like, Nasco, would you people like eba or rice? They were like, Madam, anywhere. See, pounded, yeah. Boom, King of Boys. That's how the movie started. So, yeah, that was nice. Kemi Adetiba, I would like to say that she got all the nuances, like the little things. If you watch this in a cinema, you experience the full vibe of Nigerian cinema, I swear to God, because people are going to be laughing, cursing, crying, the watch outs, you must be crazy. Let's go to the characters. So, Shola Shobowale was Eniola! See, listen. See, first of all, let me tell you something. I learned a lot of Yoruba, like watching this film. And then I learned that, like, look, that woman, she should be given an award. I don't know what the award is for, or which awarding body. And now, what? There was one time where she was having like, there was this like crying scene, and then she saw something, she was like, hey, my God! I was like, yo, that is another level of energy. She probably just had like Red Bull and like Strepsil on the side after every scene because she was shouting a fucking lot, right? I guess it's part of the character. Then, Adesua Etomi Wellington was her daughter, Kemi. And she was supposed to be like, you know, part devil, part angel, because, you know, she grew up with her mother, who was a gangster, but then she grew up very wealthy and everything. I think she played like a really good role. I think she's a really good actress, you know. I think she needs more space or more opportunities to be like her own like person, you know, because I feel like every time they typecast her, they always typecast her as the nice girl or the nice girl turning bad or something. I feel like she should play like a witch or something, you know, in her own like web series. That should be lit, and you know, Banky W can come and save her. Two of my favorite characters in the movie were Odogu, played by Il Bliss, and Makanaki. Makanaki, played by Reminisce. Listen, Reminisce and Il Bliss made this movie, right? There was a robbery scene where they're basically breaking into like let's not tell them, right? So they're breaking in, they're stealing money, and the robbery scene was super awesome. Reminisce held his own. Yo, Bliss was funny. You know, I thought he was pretty funny. He held his own very well. Tony Tones actually plays a younger Eniola. And Tony Tones can act. You know, I watched this movie, I watched the movie, and a friend of mine watched the movie, and she was like, oh, she didn't like what Tony Tones was doing. And I was like, why? Because, like, I feel like she was the best actor in the film. You know, not to say Shola Shobowale was not a good actress, right? Yeah. But Tony Tones, I would never see her like in that space, in that light. She made it very, very believable. Especially there was one scene when she was like rubbing this nigga's belly, and I was just like, looks believable. Acting, I love it. It was really nice. There's a character that I really don't want to fucking talk about, which is Eniola's son. Let me see who else was in the movie. Nedu had like a few cameos. That was pretty nice. What was Nedu doing? He was making us laugh, you know, doing his normal accents. In this movie, he was an apostle, apparently, that's how it's pronounced. I found that very, very interesting because Kemi Adetiba, she not only was very conscious of the nuances of just like people, you know, she was very conscious of like the people that were kind of like breaking into the social media space. They're kind of like acting on Instagram and all these things, and she kind of just like put them into the movie. She gave a lot of people a good chance, right, to basically come and show their talents, and I think she did a really good job. I think this is the first time, not saying that her other movies are bad, I think this is the first time I've seen a piece of her work, and I really, really appreciate the lengths at which she went to make this movie. Nah, see, Wedding Party 1, right? My take on it is that like, it was a lot of good execution, but it was a bad script, in my opinion, right? For me, let me tell you my best part of Wedding Party. You know the scene where the thief is in the room, and then everyone just keeps on coming in, right? And then eventually, like, whatever happens. Let me not spoil it for people that haven't watched it. That was my best scene. Everything else was kind of like cliche, like, and for example now, talking about like ebony life like films, right? There's this movie called 50. Have you seen it? I thought that was an amazing film, right? Because it kind of explored sexuality above like women that are like 35, right? Which is something that's not necessarily spoken about in Nigeria, right? But for me, I think that this particular film, King of Boys, it shows, first of all, a woman lead. That's amazing. Can we just like clap it up for Kemi? Because that's something that I feel women in Nigeria are ready to be leads in a lot of things, specifically in the media industry, the film industry. I mean, obviously Kemi, she probably had this in mind, and Shola Shobowale was excellent for that choice. I think it was a strong movie. I would give this film a 7 out of 9 bullets. 7 out of 9 bullets with 2 fish and just palm oil, no stew, right? And I'll tell you why. There was one scene, there was a fire, right? And there was a lot of magic that was happening. You understand? I would just have to say, because like the logistics, like, you know, someone walks in to the prison like this, and then the fire is happening, and then people are doing some backflips and jumping inside and entering inside places, and it just doesn't make any sense. And then this guy, okay, the lead protagonist, I guess, was a policeman that was trying to catch Shola Shobowale's character Eniola in the act of conspiracy to murder and theft and all these kind of things. And he was faced with a very important decision at one part in the movie. And I was just like, dude, you know what you need to do. But no, he's so good. He's so righteous. You understand? He just had to just grab goodness by the balls and fuck everything else. The ending of the movie is also very peculiar, right? Because it speaks to the state of Nigeria as to how, you know, if we really want things to change, we need to do things differently. And it doesn't take just one person. It takes one person that will convince another person. And then we all kind of need to come together and try and do things differently. if you want to go watch this movie, I would suggest you go on a Friday night, go with your girl, go with your guys, go with your girls, right? And go watch it in a packed cinema. You'll enjoy it. It's the height of Nigerian cinema, people. This is the best time to actually go and participate in the heckling that is Nigerian cinema, which I don't think I mind anymore. When I first moved back, I was very upset people started talking in cinemas. You know, I remember one time I was watching this movie and I actually like made a friend, you know, because I was just like, this is a piece of shit. And the guy was just like, I know, right? I was like, yeah. And then we hit it off, you know, and like, now we still talk from time to time. You know, he invites me to movies, which is weird, because he was there alone. Let's not talk about this. But that's King of Boys, that's the review. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Also, I don't particularly think this is a family movie. I don't particularly think this is for children, right? Even though it's very mild, you know. Listen, it's brutal, it's tough, it's rough around the edges, but it is definitely a piece of art. And I appreciate Kemi Adetiba for that. This has been the review for King of Boys. Thank you very much for watching this. If you feel like going to watch the movie, you should. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Follow Aristocrat TV, follow Tay Chaplin on Instagram, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.